Здравствуйте and hello. This is Ben Taylor. I am your English language coordinator here with the Reload team in Nur-Sultan, Kazakhstan. And it's Thursday, which means that it's time for another kind of quick and I hope easy to use English language resource for you if you're learning English at home or if you're teaching English from your home. This is something that I hope is useful for you. This week, I've got two resources, one of which I'm sure many people have heard of, and the other one I think not so much. But these are going to be very useful for a lot of people, not only for interesting information, but also to practice your listening skills and comprehension. Okay, so the first one is TED Talks. That's TED.com. And I'm sure many people have heard of TED Talks before. But what I want to show you is something that another English language fellow several years ago, a man named Alex Barrett, showed me, which is how great TED Talks can be for listening activities. So, for this activity, you would want to find TED Talks that are short. So, we look for something that is 0 to 6 minutes long. Shorter is better because we're going to play the same video 3 times, okay? So, you don't want something too long. Long videos, it's easy to kind of tune out and not pay attention also. Okay, so then we find a video. This one looks pretty good. What is a coronavirus? So here, if I click on this, this is obviously very important for us right now. It's something that we're all thinking about, right? And I've got these different languages. This wouldn't be a great one because I want to find something that has English, Russian, and then no subtitles at all. So let me see. If I look here, I can actually go to languages and select what I want. Now I'm going to look for Russian, but I do want to point out to you, if we look here, we also have Tajik, and we can find Kazakh down there, and there's Kyrgyz. So any language that is maybe the native language of your students will be able to find. So now we have all these videos, and then once we find one of these videos, we'll find the English version as well. Okay, so if I click here, all right, I can go different subtitles. I'll start with English, right? Okay, great. And so here you've got a transcript. You can do this in English. You could do it in Russian. You could do it with no subtitles at all. But what you want to do is you're going to show a video 3 times and have your students, this is Alex's worksheet that I've always found so useful, write down vocabulary that they identify, any notes they might take, and a summary. Now, a summary is kind of the whole story boiled down into 1 or 2 sentences. Okay, for our purposes, that's what this would be. And so you're going to have to give an example of how to do this first. So I would recommend practicing. But this is one way that we can take notes. Okay, another way, and this is why I said it's good if we can uh, do this 3 times, is to show it with different subtitles. So the first time you would have students write notes with no subtitles at all. Okay, see what kind of comprehension students can get with no subtitles. Can they write a main idea? Can they write a summary of the video? Okay, then we can help them a little bit. This is called scaffolding. Okay, so we'll show the video again, but with English subtitles. Okay, and after that, we'll do it a third time, but with Russian subtitles. So we've shown it 1, 2, 3 times, building on the knowledge that we have each time. This is something that's very, very good for note taking skills and for listening skills. Having students then share those notes with you or with each other would be a great way to practice note taking in class. And you can absolutely do this online. You could share the links from home and have them work that way. Okay. If Russian is not a unifying language for your students, that's fine. You could do notes with Tajik subtitles or Kyrgyz or Kazakh, right? So there's a lot of options that we have here. Okay. So your note page doesn't have to look exactly like this, but you want to make something that looks kind of like this with 3 different sections for the different subtitle viewings. Okay, so this is TED Talks, and I would recommend that. Remember, keep it short, and then focus on different subtitles for varying levels of difficulty. Okay, this is the other website. It's called TED Ed. Now, I love this site because this is a site that uses TED Talk videos in lesson plans that have been created by teachers. Okay, so if I go to Discover and click on lessons, I can find lots of different interesting lessons that we can look at here. So here's a video about coronavirus. In fact, it's called What is a Coronavirus, right? And so students who have questions about this, and many of our students will, would maybe really enjoy this video. So here we've got the video, right? It'll have, I believe, here we go. We've got our captions, so you can actually have words at the bottom if that helps your students, and it probably will, right? Then, if I click on Think, after we watch the video, we've got multiple choice questions here, okay? And in addition to multiple choice, if I keep going, I'll have some short answer questions as well. I'll have some short answer questions as well, okay? All right. Students who may want to have a deeper discussion in class, if you're doing this in a Zoom session or something, you've got some guided discussion questions here that you could use as well. Okay. What do you predict the future will be like now that we've seen the effect of a pandemic? Well, that could be a very interesting discussion. So you've got two sites here, TED Ed, which is really set up with a lesson plan already, and then TED Talks, which if you combine with some kind of note-taking activity like this one, would be very, very good for comprehension building and practice. And I would just recommend using both of those sites and with your students and kind of play around with them and see what you like. Good luck to you. Let me know how it goes in the comments. Let me know your favorite TED Talk in the comments if you'd like. There are some really interesting ones on here, and I'd be happy to hear from you. Okay? So that's it for me for now. Until next time, everybody, stay inside if you can, stay safe, keep learning English, prakmiet, and salbonis.